Good morning, student. In our last period, we learned about weather, and then we also learned about climate. What is climate and what is weather? Now we are going to learn the elements of weather. The first element of weather is temperature. The earth's surface gets heat from the sun. As a result, the surface gets heated up. We know that earth's surface gets heat from the sun. We all get heats from the sun, as the earth's surface also gets heat from the sun. And as a result, when the earth's surface gets the surface is heated. The air close to the surface starts becoming hot, and later, one by one, different layers of air at higher elevation receive heat. The air close to the surface starts becoming hot as the surface of the earth gets heated. As the surface of the earth gets heated, the air the air close to that surface. The air which is close to earth's surface, it starts becoming hot, and later, one by one, different layers of air at higher elevation receive heat. First the surface near the first the air close to the surface gets heat. It started getting hot, and then one by one different layers of air started receiving heat at higher elevation. Therefore, as we move upward from sea level, the temperature of air decreases. And so, as we move upward from the sea level, the temperature of air decreases. The temperature also goes on decreasing from the equator towards both the poles, and the temperature also goes on decreasing. The temperature, as we move upward, the temperature of air decreases, and as we move towards both the poles, and as we move towards both the poles, that side also the temperature goes on decreasing. The next point is air pressure. Air has weight. As a result, it creates pressure. We know that air has weight, and so it creates pressure. It is called air pressure. The pressure created by air is called as air pressure. The lowermost layers of air get subjected to the pressure of the upper layer, and the lowermost layer of air the lowermost layer of air gets subjected to the pressure of the upper layers. Means the upper layers of the air put pressure on the lowermost layer of the air. Hence, the density of the lower layers of air increases, and so, due to the pressure of upper layers, the density of the lower layers increases. There is greater air pressure near the surface of the earth, and it decreases with increasing height. There is greater air pressure near the surface of the earth. The lowermost layers get pressure of the uppermost layers, and so the air pressure is greater near the surface of the earth, and it decreases with increasing high, and as we move high, the air pressure decreases. This is vertical air pressure. It is called as vertical air pressure. These changes also occur in a horizontal manner This gives rise to winds, and these changes occur in a horizontal manner, and due to these changes gives rise to winds. Winds. Air starts moving from high pressure towards low pressure areas in a horizontal direction. Air starts moving from high pressure areas to low pressure areas in a horizontal direction. Means air moves from high pressure towards low pressure. This moving air is called wind, and this moving air means the air from high pressure moving from high pressure towards low pressure is called as wind. Wind blows from high to low pressure areas, and its speed depends on the amount of difference in air pressure. The winds blows from high to the low pressure area. Winds blows from high to the low pressure areas, and its speed depends, and the speed of the moving winds depends on the amount of difference in air pressure. It depends on the amount of difference in air pressure. The next point is moisture. The atmosphere contains vapor. We know that atmosphere contains vapor. The air that has greater amount of vapor is called humid air, and the air in which we found greater amount of vapor. The air in which we found greater amount of air is called humid air. The humidity in the atmosphere is called moisture, and the humidity which is in the atmosphere is called as moisture. The proportion of moisture in the atmosphere depends on temperature, and the proportion means प्रमाण जो होता है, the proportion of moisture in atmosphere, how much proportion of moisture in atmosphere, it depends on the temperature. Air with higher temperature holds a greater amount of moisture. The air with higher temperature, the air with higher temperature holds a greater amount of moisture. Precipitation. Next point is precipitation. What is meant by precipitation? Vapor in the atmosphere condense into water droplets or snow particles. The vapor which are in the air, it condense means it transforms into water droplets or snow particles. Their showering on the earth is called precipitation. देयर शावरिंग ऑन द अर्थ इज कॉल्ड प्रेसिपिटेशन. मीन्स जो वेपर होते हैं एटमॉस्फेयर में, वो एक तो वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स में या फिर स्नो पार्टिकल्स में चेंज होते हैं, और इस तरीके के चेंज हुए वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स का या स्नो पार्टिकल्स का अर्थ पे गिरने की जो प्रोसेस है उसे हम प्रेसिपिटेशन कहते हैं. रेनफॉल, स्नोफॉल, हेलस्टॉर्म एक्सेट्रा आर फॉर्म्स ऑफ प्रेसिपिटेशन. ये जो प्रेसिपिटेशन होता है, एक तो वो रेनफॉल, स्नोफॉल या हेलस्टॉर्म के फॉर्म में हमें देखने को मिलता है. वेदर इज डिस्क्राइब्ड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द कंडीशंस प्रिवेलिंग एट द गिवन टाइम, व्हाइल climate is described on the basis of conditions prevailing over a longer period of time. We describe the weather. When we describe weather, we take into consideration, we describe the weather on the basis of conditions prevailing at the given time. Means at the present time, what is the condition is known as weather. And while we describe the climate, we describe the climate on the basis of conditions prevailing over a longer period of time. We describe the climate using the conditions prevailing from a longer time. Weather keeps changing frequently and we can experience the changes easily. Weather keeps changing frequently. We describe the weather on the prevailing condition, and so weather keeps changing frequently. we can experience the changes easily, and in our daily routine, in our day we also experience these changes in weather. Changes in the climate take place over a long period of time, and changes in the climate take place over a long period of time. These are not perceived easily, and we did not perceive the changes in climate easily. Latitudinal position, height above sea level, nearness to ocean, oceanic currents, etc. are the factors that influence climate. Some factors influence climate, and that factors are latitudinal position, height above sea level, nearness to ocean, and oceanic currents. Besides these mountain ranges, types of land, local winds are other factors that influence the climate of a region. And beside these, some other factors also influence the climate. These factors are mountain ranges, type of land, local winds. All these factors, along with latitudinal position, height above sea level, nearness to ocean, and oceanic currents, all these factors influence the climate of a region. In the next chapter, we shall seek more information about temperature. And in our next chapter, we will seek more information about temperature. Here some important points are given. Always remember. The weather at a place. Some important points are given here. Always remember. The weather at a place keeps changing frequently, but the climate does not change that often. The weather at some place, it changes frequently, it keeps changing frequently, but the climate does not change. The climate is different at different location, and the climate is also different at different locations. Within our country, India, it is cool at some places and hot at some other places. It may be humid in some areas and dry in others. Considering our country India, at some places the climate is cool, the climate at some places it is hot, and at some places it may be humid or dry. I can do this, it is given for you. Describe the weather of surrounding areas. Understand the changes taking place in the weather from time to time. Do you know the climate affects the entire living world in different ways? The climate affects entire living world in different ways. Life mostly thrives in regions which have a conducive climate. Life mostly thrives in the regions which have a conducive climate. The climate also influences diet, shelter, etc. of living things. And the climate also influences the diet of people, the shelter of the living things. The distribution of water on the earth is also a controlling factor of the climate. And the distribution of water on the earth. The distribution of water on the earth is also a controlling factor of the climate. We will see the exercise of this lesson in our next period.